If fun isn't your thing, that's okay, but it is definitely mine. So I got another nasty comment on my dad joke this week. That makes 2 weeks in a row. And it said something like, retire please, or have another drink. And I have a theory about this is that I have both the last 2 weeks I've put try not to laugh challenge, and this person laughed, and then it made them mad that they laughed. Because honestly, dad jokes are stupid. They're simple. They're like, oh my gosh, and just laugh, right? Because it's just good fun. And I feel sad for people who can't laugh at a stupid dad joke or just like scroll by it. You don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But it just is astounding to me that I get nasty comments. But I will tell you that is the reason why well, no, let me back up on that. I didn't start this channel to do that, but the dad joke was my first video on this channel because I was overthinking about everything else. I've talked about that before. What am I going to do? So I was going into Walmart one day and this guy's standing there and he goes, "Hey, can I tell you a joke?" And I said, "Sure." And he goes, "There's like nobody around me. He must be talking to me, right?" "Okay, sure." He goes, "So you go into the bathroom and you're American. And when you come out of the bathroom, you're American. When you're in the bathroom, what are you?" I'm like, "I don't know." He goes, "European." Ah, it was so silly. It made me laugh. And then I told it again on Instagram. And I thought, you know what? That's funny. It's funny. It's stupid. I'm going to tell that on my YouTube channel. And then I got so much hate and so much engagement that I thought, yeah, let me do that again. So that's how I ended up with 82 dad jokes ahead of anything else I ever put on this channel, was because of I don't even know what to call it, the instigation of, okay, you don't think this is funny? Well, I'm going to keep doing it because I think it is funny. And if you don't like it, oh, well, I'm sad for you. I have always loved laughing. I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. And I was really kind of a shy kid until I got to be a certain age. But in high school, I felt extremely comfortable in my German class. My German teacher was great. He was just about 4 years older than we were. And we had a good time in there, but I was funnier than him. And the only time I ever got sent to the principal's office in my whole school life was by my German teacher because I think he couldn't stand that I was funnier than him. Anyway, I really like to laugh, and I'm always looking for reasons to laugh and make people feel comfortable and happy and lift them up with the joy that, looking at things in a way that is amusing, it makes your whole life better. Now, I do that anytime I can, try to make people laugh. One of my favorite things to do is walk through the grocery store and just with a big smile on my face. And I do this every single time I'm in the grocery store. Part of it is because I'm making my husband laugh. Part of it is because he's making me laugh. I mean, I'm not like a stand-up comedian kind of funny, or maybe I am. Someday I want to do that. That's on my goals list. Anyway, I just walk through the grocery store with a great big smile on my face. And they always say that you can't not return a smile, like it's contagious. A smile is contagious. I'm going to tell you that is not true because I have people who just like look at me like I'm crazy, like I've lost my mind. I don't know. They don't ever even remotely crack a smile. However, I feel like the ones that do, I feel like I made them happier in their day. And I love that. Try it sometime. The next time you go to the grocery store, put a big old smile on your face and just walk through the store and smile at people and see what happens and report back because I'd like to know. So, I've done pageants in my life, and I was Mrs. Southwest International in 2016, I think. And in that platform system, in that pageant system, you have to have a community service platform. And mine was concussion safety and awareness. And I was able to stand at the Tulsa fire safety booth at the Shrine Circus and talk to people about concussion safety and awareness. It was amazing. I talked to so many people and it was really great. And I feel like I informed a lot of people and it was just great. But Tom, who was the fire chief, He's also, or not anymore, but he was Huffy the Clown. And they had Tulsa educational clowns. And the whole time I was there at the circus, all the clowns kept coming over to the safety zone and talking to Tom. And I'm like, they're fun. I think I want to be a clown. Well, then when we got to the pageant, we had to introduce ourselves. And I forget what the question was. They asked my table, but I think it was like, what are you planning to do after you're finished here with the pageant? And I said, I'm going to go home and I'm going to be a clown. I'm going to get big pink clown shoes and my feet are going to be so comfortable because by that time, my feet were already sore from the pageant shoes. And so that's exactly what I did. I went home and I found the Tulsa. They're called the Gentle Jesters, and they are a compassionate clown troupe. And they do things like we went to the back to school for a school for disadvantaged kids. We did that all the time. The Parkinson's Walk. We would go to just anything that people would want us to go to and entertain. And it was so much fun. I learned how to twist balloons. But the best part about it was that you could do anything you wanted to because nobody even knew who you were. Like I would just walk through and do the craziest things. And for the most part, you might think people are afraid of clowns, and I think that's put on. And maybe it's not. I mean, there's probably people who are really afraid of clowns, but for the most part, kids especially were so excited to see us. And they wanted pictures with me and they wanted my autograph. It's like being a celebrity. It was great. But the best thing I ever did that with them is the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I think they're called. Anyway, they had an information day, I think, to newly diagnosed patients. And one of the breakout sessions was why laughing makes you healthy. And here they are sitting in this class with a clown. So I have two clowns. I have a white-faced clown. Her name is Glammie. And then when it got to be like summertime, when it started getting hot, you can't be a whole white face because you have to be completely covered up, no skin showing. And that was hot. In Tulsa, it's hot. And so I then birthed Gabby, who is Glammie's sister, and she's an Auguste clown, which is where she just had some face makeup on, but not the whole thing. And I had the best time doing that, making people laugh, doing silly things, people expecting you to do silly things. It was like the very best thing. And when my pageant friends saw me doing that, they were like, whoa, you said you were going to do that. And look at you're doing it. So I don't know what it is. Is it somewhere along the road adults decide that it's not okay to have fun anymore? I think that we need to have fun all the time. We need to laugh. We need to have fun. When was the last time you really had a good time? When you really had a good time and you laughed and you enjoyed yourself and you thought, oh man, that was so much fun, right? I like that to happen all the time because it feeds me. I just love to be happy. It's so much fun. And I love other people to be happy too. So I think that there's that saying, I think it's, I'm trying to think of the guy's name who said it. I can't remember. Anyway, you don't stop playing because you get old. You get old because you stop playing. And I think we can like swap out playing with laughter too, because laughter is like medicine. You've heard that probably your whole life. Laughter is the best medicine. And it's medicine. It's good for you. It's good for your heart. It's good for your soul. Laughing is good stuff. So I have some stats here. Here's what laughter does for you. It lowers stress hormones. It boosts your immune system. It helps your heart and brain function. And there's actually a Harvard study that shows that positive people are 11 to 15% more likely to live past the age of 85. So why not laugh? So I ask you again, when was the last time you laughed without apologizing? You don't have to be serious to be taken seriously. Don't retire joy or age out of laughter. It's just too good for you. Thanks for spending time with me today. If this encouraged you, give it a thumbs up and share it with another aging rebel who needs a little hope. I'll see you in the next one. And remember to live strong, shine with purpose, and keep laughing. It confuses the boring people.